tech segment. Now, of course, it's Christmas time, and there's a lot of shopping that we're doing, and people are at home, and there's nothing more refreshing than being able to sit in your bed and just take your phone, go online, and buy that thing, and it's delivered and comes right to your
Just
door.
a big fan of that,
Yeah, I know, right?
No, because moving from one place to the other.
Look at the traffic.
And apart from that, visiting shop and after that, so do you have Creamy Plus? No. Do you have? I can't put myself through that.
Just go online and then do all the things.
Just scroll
Add it
it
to your
to check
cart,
what you
add it to
want,
your cart,
and then you bring it to your doorstep, and then you do transfer.
I know, right?
Oh gosh, life couldn't be this easy.
Well, we're going to be talking about online shopping, and we have with us Cecilia Afutu, who is the co-founder and head of business development at Conzoom. And then we also have Alfred Afutu, who is a co-founder and a CEO of Conzoom. They've joined us this morning. We're going to have this conversation. Hello, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you. To begin, are you a couple? Are you brother and sister? What exactly are you? Because you share the same surname.
I know, right?
Do you want to take that one?
We have to ask.
She's my sister in Christ.
Oh, hello.
He's just denied me on national TV.
I'm just joking. She's my wife.
Awesome. But how easy is it to work together as a couple?
It gets challenging sometimes, but we need to learn how to separate our personal life from our professional life as well.
That's
if
nice.
not,
I like that.
we'll always go home angry at each other.
Yeah. So, Conzoom, tell us, what is it about? What is Conzoom?
Okay, thank you. Thank you for having us once again. So Conzoom is basically a rapid grocery delivery service.
Okay.
Where we deliver your groceries in 60 minutes.
It's not possible.
It is possible.
60 minutes?
Yeah.
Regardless of where you are?
Whoa.
Not regardless of where you are. At the moment, we're zoning the locations where we deliver to. But most of Accra, in most of Accra, you can get your groceries delivered to you in 60 minutes.
Now I'm going to give you my list today.
Wow. That's
so
impressive.
Interesting.
Okay. Walk us through the value chain. How does it work? If somebody goes to Conzoom website, what are we going to experience? What's the experience like?
So when you go to Conzoom, the first thing you see is the user experience. So you see the different categories of products that we sell. We have a wide variety, from fruits and vegetables to canned foods and sauces, kitchen household products. And then as a user...
So it's a real supermarket?
It's a real supermarket, but we don't have a physical walk-in.
Okay.
It's just a supermarket where we have a facility center and we deliver all your supermarket items to you. So the user just scrolls through the categories, adds the things to carts that they want, and we specify on our website whether it's size, variant, nutritional value, country of origin, that sort of thing. They add to cart, they get to check out. And once they check out, we at the fulfillment center, we have our own dashboard that we use.
Yeah.
So the dashboard, we get the notification that the order has been placed.
Okay.
Once the order is placed, we receive it. We process it at the fulfillment center. We have our own riders, our own motorbikes.
Okay.
That's why it's possible to do it in 60 minutes.
I see. This
and
is
they also have their own app, the logistics technology aspect of it. And then with that notification, they come pick up the order and deliver it to the customer within 60 minutes.
Wow. Now, okay, maybe I'm jumping ahead of myself, but the question that comes to mind is, if you have your own riders, a lot of people sublet or subcontract the rider aspect to other companies because it just seems like a whole pain, to have that as part of it. How have you managed to make that work?
Okay, so first thing we take very seriously is training of our riders.
Okay.
So before they start working for us, we take them through a series of training on customer service, on how to use that technology to navigate and all of that. And then after the training, we sort of give them a set of onboardings to get them acquainted to the kind of customer base we're dealing with, right? And then they start to deliver our orders. As not a startup, we're a startup, but then as a growing business, you would think that outsourcing the logistics part of your business is cost effective, but it's not. We took that lane early on in.
So you've tried that already?
We've tried that already, and it didn't work for us.
How old are you?
Sorry?
As in Conzoom?
We launched about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
it's
we launched
pretty
about 3
new.
weeks ago. It's pretty
the
new.
first week was just outsourcing.
One thing with online shopping is sometimes you are shopping purely because of what you see. Sometimes what you see is not what you are getting, you know, in reality. Share with us some of the advantages or disadvantages of online shopping.
Yes, that's a really good question, and it's a valid question as well. So, I mean, look at the country we are in, the climate we are in. There's so much traffic on a daily basis. The streets are choked with cars. So one of the huge advantages of shopping online is the fact that you don't have to spend half your day in traffic going to the supermarket or the market to actually purchase your groceries or your products. And also, one of the major advantages of online shopping is the fact that it saves you time, not only time, but it saves you money as well. So you have to pay for fuel or transportation to go to the market. You save that time, you save that money, you stay at home. Within 10, 15 minutes, you're done with your order, you get it delivered to you. Also, we are in a COVID pandemic, we're in a global pandemic.
Yeah.
So the supermarkets are choked with people. You're standing in a queue for like 20, 30 minutes with people next to each other.
Yeah.
If you want to avoid that whole congestion, you can just sit at home, order online, have your things delivered to you. And yeah, what are some of the other advantages?
But when I
you
get
think of?
something that, well, this is not a picture I saw, or I saw it differently because, you know, it was a photo. I thought, I get it, and I realized that, no, this is not the quality I'm looking for. This is not exactly what I'm looking for. What happens?
Yeah. So on our platform, what we try to do is we try to source good quality local and foreign products. So we're working with hand-picked Ghanaian entrepreneurs, Ghanaian businesses, from people who make snacks to people who make porridges, rice, you name it. And we make sure that before they bring the things, we sample it ourselves to make sure it has the quality that we're looking for. And after we sample it, that's when we build a rapport, a relationship, and they deliver it to us. So everything you find on Consume has been tested, tried, and we also have like foreign products on our platform for people who have like acquired taste, and they want some Kellogg's here and there, and they want all these like very fancy bolognese sauce and all of that. We have all of that. So from other supermarkets or online supermarkets, I will hope they would actually go through this rigorous process before they actually stock things, or not deceive customers into, you know, buying things by putting up pictures that are not their own. Yes, but we, as much as possible, we do the whole sourcing, taking pictures of our own products, putting it online. So everything you see, we actually went through the hassle of taking pictures of it, and we have over 500 products. So you can
know,
imagine
people picking pictures from Google and then come and post it on their pages, and you order for stuff and you get something, you get a shock of your life. You know?
Now everything sounds nice and dandy as you're describing it. Are there challenges that you're facing in terms of the online business?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a number of challenges. First, it's been getting the word out there. I think it's been quite slow. Maybe it's the period, maybe it's the season. But then we planned to launch earlier. It didn't work out. That was also another challenge we had. And we're working with local artisans, carpenters, you know, to set up our fulfillment centers. And we had to use like 3 different carpenters before we got everything sorted out. So that's been like a very like big challenge.
When you say fulfillment center, what are you talking about?
So we have a distribution center where all of the groceries
everything
you see on our website are. But then we had to take time to set it up, you know, before launching.
Yeah, wow. Do you see online shopping becoming a thing in Ghana? Because it's early days, you know. I mean, there's a few people who are in the space, you know, but the majority of Ghanaians, do you see a time when majority of Ghanaians are going to be preferring that, you know?
I think definitely. I think we're at that period, or we're at that point where online supermarkets is the present and is going to be the future. So many people know how to use other platforms to buy their food from restaurants. They use platforms or marketplaces to buy their clothing, their shoes, their kids' toys, all of that.
I live on the internet.
So we are really at that point where people value the easiness of doing like online shopping, and they've learned and adapted and accepted that, you know what, instead of just going around town looking for the things I want, I'd rather just sit at home in the comfort of my space, at the convenience of my fingertips, and order the things I want. So online supermarkets is here to stay, and it's going to grow so rapidly because look at how many cars we have in town. Yes, the city, like Accra is choked with not just cars, with people as well. So like people will just look to doing their shopping more conveniently and in other ways.
Now, one issue I have with online shopping, you know, is people who ask me to pay before the goods are delivered. Now, I've always had a problem with that. If that is your only policy, I will not buy from you. You know, is that what you guys do?
Yes. Fortunately for us, yes. Maybe unfortunately for you, but that's what we do. So we have a secure payment gateway on our site. So once you you add your products to cart and check out, then we take you through our secure payment gateway. And you can make payments using mobile money, your Visa card, your MasterCard, American Express card, whatever, credit cards in general.
But why do online vendors do this anyway? Why can't I pay on delivery?
I think one of the major challenges of allowing people to pay on delivery is the fact that you might get there and the person ghosts you and they're not there, or they've just changed their mind. So as a business, you have to think ahead, like what if I take this thing 60 minutes drive or ride for 30 minutes, I get there, the customer is nowhere to be found. You know, that means I've wasted time, I've wasted money to go find this customer who is nowhere to be found. And also the fact that the cash on delivery, you're giving it to the rider and not directly to the business. So what if the rider takes the money at the end of the day and runs off with the money? That's also cost for the business.
I am very comfortable, you know. No, this is my world, you know. Because I'm always buying stuff online. I hate moving from because I don't have the time too. So it's always very convenient when you have to do. And I would be patronizing your business. That is why I'm asking all these questions to convince myself I really want to do this. So far, I'm about 80% convinced, you know. But the issue too is I don't have a problem paying using Momo, you know, upon delivery, because I also always believe that I want to see what I am getting, you know, because like my earlier concern, what if I ask for a cup of coffee? Now you tell me that, okay, so the cup of coffee comes with a whole tin of Creamy Plus. I really want to see, you know, that does it really come with the whole tin of Creamy Plus before I pay? Because if I also pay and then it comes to me and I realize that, no, these guys were not being truthful to me, then what happens? That is why. So I don't know how vendors, you know, online shops can meet us halfway, because other people have paid for goods that I never received. You know, so in as much as you are thinking about not finding the customers, we are also looking at what if I pay and they don't come, because there's no physical shop I'm walking to. I just saw this maybe online address on Instagram and I move on to purchase stuff from them. There's no way I can find you. Where do we move from here, and how do we know and get convinced that Consume is a different kind of online supermarket?
I mean, first I would say we have a return policy. So if you purchase items on our online store and it's not what you expect, you have I think a space of like 5 days to have it returned.
That's a long time.
Yeah, that's a long time, but not for perishable goods though.
Of course. Yeah.
But for I don't know, a tin of
like maybe kitchenware, stuff like that.
A baby
diapers, wipes, that sort of thing.
If it's not what you expect, you have a space of 5 days to return.
Wow, because other people do 24 hours.
Exactly.
Wow.
But also, I think one of the reasons why we carefully thought about not doing cash is because of COVID. A lot of countries started doing cashless societies, cashless payments, and for us trying to handle all that cash at the end of the day, dealing with different viruses and all of that.
No, we don't mind, you know, not going cash. You know, we are cool with Momo, we are cool with electronic transfers and everything, but we want to at least see before we pay. You know, so when I'm buying stuff online, for instance, what I tell the people is, I don't have a problem, you know, with you not giving me the stuff until you get the payment, even upon delivery. So let your rider keep the stuff. I want to see it. Don't let them hand over yet until you see my payment. All I'm saying is, if I go to the shop, because I'm also asking for that experience, if you go to the shop, you have that liberty, you know, of seeing what you are paying for before you convince yourself, I like this, I'll pay for it. But not seeing the thing at all.
I think my experience is a little different, because I've been doing more of like international shopping, where you don't get
you're an international guy.
You don't get to, you know. And way back in 2010, there's things I started ordering online from, you know, you don't even know where I mean, I know it's from the States, but you know, where is the shop? You don't know where anything is, right? But then it got delivered to me in Accra, in my house, you know, at my house. So for me, the level of comfort is there. I just feel that you're right in the sense that, you know, in Ghana, everybody always tries to do something fraudulent.
You know, everybody wants to place money on someone,
for other people and the rest. But, I mean, I think for what you've said so far gives a certain sense of, you know, comfort and feeling of security. You know?
Yeah.
Online business in Ghana, in 3 years, where do you see Consume in the online business space?
I mean, in 3 years, we'll definitely be scaling to outside Ghana.
Okay.
We're thinking of taking Consume to other parts of Africa.
Okay.
Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, because we think there's a big market for this. This is a tried and tested model also in Europe and in the States. But they're fortunate enough to do 10 minutes. We can't do 10 minutes in this climate, right? But then we can definitely do 60 minutes, which we've done so far. Okay. So yeah, we're looking to expand into other markets.
And so far, how's the response been like?
It's been surprisingly quite good. So we weren't sure how people were going to accept Consume and whether they were going to even patronize our stuff. But so far we've been getting orders. It's not as many as we would wanted.
Because you're also very young.
We're very young. We're just 3 weeks old. Yeah. And it's the Christmas period. People had done their shopping in November already. Yeah. So, but I think for the ones who have been ordering from us, it's been amazing.
Okay. So there's a question from Mabel who's watching in Dansuma and is asking, is Consume a walk-in supermarket? I think you answered that a little earlier.
It's not.
It's not a walk-in supermarket, all right? So purely online, all right? Yeah.
So if I purchase something, would you, and I don't want it, would you refund my money, or I will have to exchange it for something?
So if you purchase something and you find out, okay, maybe it's a mistake, so you just call us right away and say, I don't want this anymore. We'd ask you if you want your money refunded or if you'd want to purchase something else. Or we can generate a code for you, a voucher code that you can use on your next purchase. Yeah. So
you won't come and tell us that, oh no, the person who handles the Momo phone is not around.
Oh no, not at all.
Take you through.
Not at all.
No, I'm sure you've heard some of these things. I don't know if you have, but when you purchase something online, they're very quick to take the money. But when there's something wrong and they have to now get you your money, you have no idea what will happen. No, I have all these experiences because I really patronize online.
We have a system in place, so it's just like a matter of a click. So we have a refund.
I'm dealing with a software engineer, so he's the one who's responsible for all the dashboards and all the apps.
It's not about they can't do it. It's about they don't want to send them money, because you know how it is for people to not buy stuff and then I've done it before, because I remember even with situation when people are like, oh, I can't come. I was like, and they will say, you know. So I really understand, but generally, you know, what do you think Ghanaians make of online shopping?
I'm actually surprised Ghanaians buy things online. Before, some years ago, when I heard there were all these companies coming to Ghana, I was like, no, it's not going to work. Ghanaians are very hard to please, and Ghanaians don't do online shopping. Would rather call the person, make our order, go pick it up, or just walk into the shop ourselves. But then I'm so surprised when I see people ordering food online. I'm like, wow, this is where we've gotten to, and we're going to get even further than we are now. So I think Ghanaians have really accepted it, that this is the future and this is the way forward, and we also have to tune our minds to it and just jump on the bandwagon before it's too late.
But for your colleagues, who are also doing online supermarkets and they are in to dupe people, what advice do you have for such persons? Because they're spoiling the market for you people, for the genuine ones.
Yes.
So this is why a lot of people would not want to patronize online shopping.
Yeah. I mean, it's really unfortunate that people try to do fraudulent stuff online by taking, over the Christmas I saw so many complaints of shops that they created pages, people bought from them and they didn't deliver, they just closed down the pages. It's really it's really sad that people would actually go through the hassle of doing this.
It is evil.
And for us, this is a business, we mean it. We've set up a whole website, we have a facility center, and it's common in the US, they have the DoorDash, the Postmates, and then in Europe they have all the Gorillas, Flink, and all of that. So this is what we're doing. This is the concept that we've brought to Ghana. So I'm hoping people see that we're actually not dealing with we're not doing anything shady. We're actually here to do serious business and to make people spend quality time with their family and friends rather than just spending time in traffic going to do their grocery shopping. You know, it shouldn't be such a hassle.
I noticed that a lot of the shops, the physical shops in England, for example, are closing down. Many of the high street shops are closed down. You know, and it's not even because of, let's say, of course, COVID and its impact and everything else is part of it. You know, but the online business has boomed so much.
Exactly, because
nobody is even bothering.
Now the world is moving so fast, you know, to the extent that you just don't have time for going to buy spring onions and eggs and stuff like that. When actually it's somebody's business, you know, just click. By the time I get home, I have everything I need for food. You know, why must I finish, wake up at dawn, come and sit and finish and then go to Makola to do? I can't give myself food.
That's true.
Right. So all in all, to those who are also not convinced, you know, about online shopping, any word, you know, to pull them over to our side.
Just try service. Give it a try. 60 minutes and we mean it. It's 60 minutes from when you.
So if you are in doubt, maybe buy something very small, you know, something that
exactly.
and see it for yourself, experience it.
Try and see
so the question here, it's coming from Kofi Chia, and he says, please ask, how much do they charge for delivery?
It's probably
the cheapest on the market. 9 cedis, 49 pesos.
9
cedis, 49 pesos.
Yes, 9 cedis, 49 pesos anywhere in Accra for delivery.
But the 40 pesos, what's it for?
Oh,
it's 49.
49.
It's okay.
No, they should just
round it up and do 10 cedis or 950.
We don't have 40 pesos. You know,
that's why you're using more.
That's why you're paying electronically.
All right, okay. We hear you.
So the website is what?
Consume.shop.
Consume.shop.
Yes.
Okay.
Consume.shop.
Yes.
KONZOOM. Shop.
Yes.
I'm
No
actually on your
www.
page
No
on
www.
Instagram.
Just consume.shop or
The
even
world has
in
moved past
Google.
www.
Yeah.
Even in
Consume
Google,
the shop.
you find consume
Yes.
Will
shop.
they be charging us double for the shopping you are doing for us? So for instance, if my Kobe ideally will cost me 20 cedis, by the time it gets to me from your end, it's like 40 cedis. How do we pay for the stuff we are buying? You know, so for instance, ideally I'll go to the market with maybe 200 cedis. Am I going to get my goods worth if I'm buying through you?
Yes.
Or I have to now think of adding 100 cedis to
No,
it?
not at all. Not with us. So what we do is I keep telling people we're bringing your Makola and your Agbogboleshi to you.
Okay.
We are charging the same prices as the Makolas and the Agbogboleshis are charging.
So how are you making profit?
Exactly. So our profit margin is very low because our focus is on, we have like 4 value propositions. Really rapid delivery, giving the customers affordable and quality products, both international and foreign, cheap delivery prices, and also just, what else?
I should mention we are very like eco-friendly with our packaging.
Okay.
So we use like reusable bags.
Okay.
And little or no plastic, basically.
Yes.
Nice.
So you get your money's worth. If you buy things worth 200 cedis, you will get your money's worth. I remember there was a lady who bought from us, and she received her order, and she called and she was like, I can't believe I actually got like the things at this price, and I've been searching for it. And I was like, yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Would you clean them up? Would you, so for instance, I'm getting carrots, you know, are you going to bring me carrots in mud, or you're going to wash them, clean them? Because it is part of the reason why I do certain things I do.
Yes, I love that question. So what we do is when we work with local farmers to give us the produce directly from the farm. So we cut down the middlemen, and also we support the local farmers directly, and we know who we are dealing with. They are not abusing any sort of chemicals on their farms. And what we do is once we get it, we have a kitchen that we use. So we have our big bowls or basins. We add salt and vinegar.
Okay.
And we clean and wash every single thing, weigh it, and package it neatly. And then we keep them in our refrigerators so they are cool.
So if I need stuff grated or chopped, can you do that? or now I have to get off my lazy bum and get stuff going.
We clean them and wash them very well, but we haven't been doing like grating and chopping.
Yeah.
We haven't.
Maybe you should consider that.
We will actually. You've just given us a tip.
When that happens, I got 10% in there. Also,
I love the website. You see that? So we have juice, water, and soft drinks.
Okay.
We have alcoholic beverages. We have fruits and vegetables, snacks and nuts, canned fruits and sauces, oil and vinegar, spices. I mean, everything's here: rice, pasta, grains, eggs, dairy and alternatives, bread and breakfast, coffee, tea, cocoa, staples, frozen food. This is baby stuff, beauty and health, and then cleaning and household.
No, you have everything, you know, so it's more of a one-stop shop online. Yeah, I like it.
Thank you.
Thank you
for
so
sharing
much.
this with us.
Thank you for having
Alfred and
us.
Cecilia.
Thank you. We even brought a small gift for you.
Oh, really?
Oh,
We have,
awesome.
so we
That's
get
nice.
as I said before, we have local businesses who make snacks and they make all sorts of food stuff. So we brought a few of the snacks, and these are our sustainable bags
and I like
that
the
we use.
packaging.
Yeah.
The bag
They're
is
reusable. You use them
You want to bring it back?
like a
You
thousand
want to show
times.
everybody.
Oh, no, we
But
got
there's
it.
jealousy around. Though.
It's okay, it's allowed, you know. So this is mixed fruits, dried
There we
fruit
go.
slices. So what's in this? Okay,
It's
mango, pineapple, pawpaw, and banana. Wow,
Okay.
that's nice. Oh, there's cashew.
And we also have a gift card as well, a discount card.
So what is this?
So this one looks like
Coconut
dried,
flakes, you can
dried
have
fruit.
this.
Yeah, but why are you choosing for me?
But well,
I don't
I
understand.
took it upon
So you have
myself to
taken
do
the two
that.
of them and they are left this
I
one
can
for
give you
me.
some of the fruits.
Okay.
I mean, for healthy living.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. and
you for
Mrs.
having
It's
us.
been awesome.
Thank you.
I think that you've won our hearts. You know, we will try them.
Yeah,
right?
no, definitely. I mean, this is, look, as long as you're going to do online shopping, you might as well go with consume.shop.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Alfred and Cecilia, thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
All right.